Good morning, everybody. I'm TheoSophia. I am a healer, sound healer, light healer. I mentor people. I do private sessions, and I have a healing school. So what I'm going to be beginning to start here are short versions of that healing school for those who want to take part. My husband, Master Douglas, is going to also offer some, for instance, like, what do you do on a day when you realize you're surrounded by negativity? So he's going to offer that to those who desire it. So you'll be seeing on our post page all the different things that you can choose to participate or to not. I started picking 3 cards from my Michael cards, and I had 3 cards also come forward from the new set. So let me go over them. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Paul, and tell me, when did you send your correspondence to White Lotus Rising, and when you did? Because no, I was just going through it and I did not see it. Perhaps it was last Wednesday. I don't know. Let me know. And Marby, good morning. Annick, hello to you. Powerful weekend of school, yes. Marianne, I have to tell you, yesterday there was no rays around the sun, and today they're back. I have no rhyme or reason to understand why, but very interesting. And it's also moving, as I would look out over the lake, to the left quite a bit. I don't see it right away. It's not coming up over the horizon. There's a building in the way. So it moved over maybe an inch, and that's far away. So I guess it's going on around its journey. And perhaps soon I won't see it. And good morning, Marby, and Carol, and Tierney. So, first card I received: tender-hearted, empathic, and patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Oh, well, here we go with the whole sparkle thing again. Let me see if I can find where we're not so much. Isn't that something? It's everywhere. Well, it's a beautiful angel with beautiful wings. You can see by the shape. Yeah. Look at that sparkling. And I believe this tender-heartedness is the new level of consciousness that's coming through for everyone. It's just so healing. Via email, May 2nd. I have the correct address, but all in divine timing, Mother. Yes, this weekend was healing school, so not much time to do much else. I'll have time today to look for it. So I'll let you know, Paul. So the next card is Archangel Michael's World card. A job well done, he's saying to everyone here. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. And perhaps again, oh, now you can kind of, now he's coming through. You can see Michael. Yeah. All right. And the last one is the 8 of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Now, oh my, this is very illuminated. How many know that today there is a portal 555 opening? Um, it was all over the internet. I don't know if you all ever read. And what is that about? I know because my consciousness has been a level up. So when I finally got to my computer late last night and could start to read some of the things they were talking about, it made perfect sense. It's about all of you who know that you've come to Earth to do something in the light for God, whether it's to teach people, to let people know to be conscious and kind and loving. And it's an energy that's going to put you more into that position. Maybe you've been dragging your feet, wanting to wait and see what happens. So if you feel this is you and you say, well, I'm ready, then things are going to start to fall into place. So you have a choice. No, I'm not going to tell you my choice because it's all a personal experience. And Dream Tea, good morning. Hello, heart-centered folk. That's who we are. And very interesting. You might want to read a couple of the different ones because some of them have a different frequency and tone. And certainly, as we've been watching the sun, something's going on out in the cosmos. I couldn't see the moon from where I am. So it was 555, May 5th, 25. It opens this portal where things you've been asking for will manifest. Maybe it's that you need more clients. Well, more clients will come. And maybe they know your heart better than you do, and they'll bring you what you need. It does say that you don't have to go anywhere, but where you will be sitting is in a new level of consciousness. And what a grand thing that could be, perhaps, for some of you, right? So let's look at what's the name of these? Our healing energy oracles. I'm going to read to you the first one that came. Again, this is our message. Goodness. Just think about that. If we could live in a world filled with goodness. I overcome my imperfections. I polish my character and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself. I allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Wow, that's interesting. Let me see if I can find a place that's going to be better. Yeah, there's an angel there. But it's like a leaf with just like the back of it that has now see, the back shows itself. This one holds the message. Now that card came that after you accept and choose, you don't have to. It is the success card. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. That is the message of the 555. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. So that piece there is like a bottom of an open bowl. Yeah. You see, you can see this side, but this is the message. Maybe that shows more of the lines. Oh, there you go. More light. All right, so that's two of them. They came out together. So the next one is freedom. I realize that my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. You know, the first name when I started working, I called myself the work, the being of light. And that so spoke to me. But let's see if this one's going to show itself. Let me put it, there you go. The being of light. What's over to the side here? It's just shades and shapes. Yeah. Does that speak to you? All right. And the last one, you're just going to chuckle. In God's hands. My trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady, and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. Again, 555. And look how beautifully that one shows itself. I have no rhyme or reason to any of it. So I thought you might like getting those messages today. And don't spend your time now being all in a whirl. They're on YouTube. They're like all in a little click. Absorbing every photon. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much going on. You know, and no matter who we are, there's a resistance, I believe, in how the world has been and where we're coming from. And today is an opportunity to really choose to be free and be ready to receive and move forward. It's about movement. So if you're someone who's looking to have movement in and on this earth in consciousness, then you might want to look that up. And I don't think I have the name of it, but put in the 555. There was quite a number of them. I read like 3 or 4 because they all have a little bit of a different thing. And you have to find the one that aligns to you. Yep. Amen. Amen. That's right. Good morning. Yes. No. Well, good morning, Tenny. All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that word movement and our restriction, perhaps resentment we have that it's taken so long. You know, we always look, and as much as we have faith, we maybe, some of us, you know, if it's you, blame God for where we are. And understand that this is from a person who has open hands and know and can own their own path and how they've been and what they think, and kind of hiding out and praying and hoping, but not quite ready to be so courageous. Courage lies in the back of your throat. Does anybody ever have neck pain or a tightness? Well, that's what that's all about. So let's just take and pull some of that resistance to being courageous, not wanting to be the spotlight. But it's okay if you understand it isn't you, it's the it that's coming out to be courageous. Do you understand that? It isn't coming from your ego, from your personality. It's coming from the love in your heart, from that place where Thoth teaches us and has opened our heart. And go for the it, he says. Maybe you're still not ready. War is going to be coming. But today is the beginning of the golden time. And if that's what you're feeling, go. Certainly it's through the extraterrestrials. I did see a really good extraterrestrial statement from a man who speaks to them all the time through the government. It was like an hour and 30 minutes. I did not get to finish it, so I really can't speak on it much. But no, they're coming. Yes, I work with them, and I'm trying to talk to who does work with me, who worked with me with the infusions, who everyone has changed, who was in those infusions. And when she would come on the channel, I'm sure everyone would make great changes. So perhaps we have to think about that and become willing in itself for movement. And maybe that's why there's an understanding that that's not happened. So let's see what Paul says. Appearances will not dictate if I'm ready. The dream tea. And Paul says emotion equals energy in motion. We need to acknowledge these fears and wounds and allow release to rediscover our authentic, unhindered divine being. Moving from this power and beauty can only bring joy. I can say to you that is the truth. And yet, there's a part of me as a healer that has to honor and know that the time is in your own choice of perfection. And that was my only concern when I read it, is there was a little insistence on one. You are creating your own journey, your own timing, and no one would know best than you. So as you go there and you read those things, feel free to make your own decision. There's nothing you can be missing, because the it person isn't going to let that happen, and you won't let that happen, and all things always come again. So just to catch you up on a little bit, and that's just a little piece of what's come across my desk. But it's only till midnight tonight that the 555 portal will open, and I would assume you have to give a yes inside yourself, inside your heart, if that's what you want to do. From what I saw, there was a long list of people saying, yes, I'm ready, let me start doing it. So everybody has a different, and it's okay. It is okay to say, nope, not quite ready yet. It's okay to feel and hold on to some of those things that, like Paul says, are wounds and fears. But I really believe in our conscious experience. The time's coming where all that's moving, and we're going to be in so much joy at being the light. You'll not want to be one of those people anymore. You want to be free. So, hallelujah, huh? Why not? So, I know, a lot all in one moment, right? So, Let's reach up to Mother, Father, God. And as they come down into your heart, I want to allow the pink light of love to follow it. For maybe it's self-love, God's love that you need to feel, that tenderness, that beyond spoken words that you can feel, that lets a gentleness come forward in how you speak and how you look upon someone, how you think about yourself. Uh, is that comfortable? I feel like a cup to be filled up today, but almost like I have no personality. Well, isn't that a grand thing? Personality is a great teacher, but there does come a time when it has to integrate into the essence of the soul. So it isn't always that your personality has to survive. It has been purposeful to bring up many things that you have needed to heal. But there is a time, everybody it's different, when the personality is no longer necessary. So that is the good news. Free will is your personality. Let me think about it said that way. You could say that, and yet personality is a perception of what things are, but it's not completely, and you can see my tongue's really twisting to hear, not truly educated in truth. For it can't be. That's why it's personality. To be in the alignment with the heart on a deep level with Mary as she works to continually support you in your heart becoming more on more all the time. Yes. Uh, that gentleness and that tenderness that people and beings like Mary are will become you. And I think as you look and respond to yourself in the mirror, you will begin to see what I'm speaking of. And there's a gentleness to it. And people today yearn to meet a person who's gentle and kind. And it's a wonderful thing, especially when you can be that for yourself. There's no need to have a complaining, because if you aren't that to yourself, it gives full rein to everyone else to not be that to you. Just think about that for a moment. What comes to you from the outer world is what you're giving to the outer world. Because it's saying, teach me this lesson. Help me understand this lesson. And boing, there it is. So, you must begin to understand thoughts are things. What you put out is what comes back. It's like the little person who puts their clothes on, goes out, meets the world and all these and you can't even recognize them when they come back. They've got different clothes on, different style, different heart, everything. So we want to get to where we really have become aware of who we are and how we feel and what plays mother and father in our heart, and wonderful Jesus. I mean, just to say his name for me illuminates my gold light in my field. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting weaker up here. There, I turned it wrong way. So, yes, it's a profound, profound time. So we're going to keep delving in and talking more and more about all these things, because there's a reason you're all here. And I believe it's because you're seeking to find this truth within you, so that then you can go and touch people. It's very interesting. I had someone come to school this weekend who began, one of the first ones that spoke, because she wasn't feeling well. had a cough, been coughing, maybe the COVID, and within a matter of moments, she was smiling and laughing, and it never got brought up again. That's what's happening that the light can do at this time. It makes a total night and day experience. And she was into the process, everything that we did, but we all laughed about it. Who she came didn't stay. She had to uplift herself to be in the energy of our soul group and transform. Now, I'll reach out to her today to see how well she's held that. But once you start holding that, that's why you all love probably to come here. We are in a different state of consciousness. It's very high, it's very golden, very sparkly, and very loving. And in acceptance, whether or not what you believe, it is love. All right. Paul, you're so funny. So, what do you all think about that? I'm hoping I'm being interesting today. I think of personality, and it also brings me the word ego. Very close and similar, at least in my understanding and how my teachers speak to me. And the ego is the part of the individual who wants to be the best in everything, who wants to have all the light and know all the ways. And very often it's someone who really doesn't know anything. And they fall and they get attacked and wonder why. So understand everybody goes through it and it's fine. But you don't want to be and bring your ego into your spiritual world, because that would be coming through the personality. And there's no need to have to be the best. It's simply to be the love. And love doesn't have a judgment, doesn't have a requirement. It's to hold the love within your heart that Jesus holds. There will be no difference when you attain it. So don't give up on yourself. Someone's arguing outside. Not within our energy yet, I guess. And Dream T says the hurt in her heart is fading. Yeah. You know what? One of the greatest gifts that God's ever given to any of us, above love, is the forgiveness. And no matter who I'm working with, God will always remind me, TheoSophia, I've already forgiven them. Let them know so. You can see that really moves me. Just think that no matter who you are or what it's about, God has always forgiven you first. So, why is that necessary? It's because we're very harsh on ourselves. And some of us don't always know it. Being judgmental isn't being loving, isn't choosing peace. It's not being in harmony. I can keep going on. But once we have allowed forgiveness, there's a door that opens that says, come on in. Let's get to know more about us. And then the dialogue changes. So we'll be grateful that Father has taught us forgiveness. And in truth, there is no such thing as wrong and right. Those are also in the back of the head. And once that doesn't exist, wrong and right, it'll be powerful back of the throat chakra. because that is a hindrance for some people if you still hold that. Oh, well, that's not right. That person doesn't know what they're doing. Well, what they need is someone to show them and to love them that love is the most wonderful cure of anything in the entire world. And the depth of your consciousness that it can hold love is the level of healer that you will be, or perception. There's all kinds of healers. Like I mentioned, there's hands on, there's light, there's sound, there's thought, there's expression. It's all powerful, and the more your consciousness raises, the more that it is shown to you. This man that spoke about the extraterrestrials said that, when we look at the ocean, it's a surface. We really can't see well below it. But he was with ETs that made that so that they could see below and without the surface. And he says, I can't explain it because you don't know what I would mean, that we could just see down in it. And all the various weird looking animals and fish have always been there, but we have never been able to see them. So it's going to be quite a new experience in life when all these different things get sorted out. Those things that are keeping us in the fight, flight, it's going to be gone soon. So we can just be the love that we are, so that we can forgive and be in the light, so that we can love unconditionally to everyone. Let me see here. Yes, Lord, it's go back and listen. Thank you for always creating such a beautiful space for us to gather and heal. Well, you're welcome. I did have something else planned today, but as I'm learning in this group, it's not about me. It's about a greater experience of God and what He wishes you all to hear. Yes, thank you for returning. So, again, I'm hearing again, forgiveness. And his heart is just pouring this. It's a pink rain, but it's more than like a pink rain. It's a liquid that's forgiving. And it just sizzles, letting things go. Why not? Why does it have to be something that defines you that's not truth? Think about it. He wants you to define yourself and get to know yourself in truth versus the illusion of personality, ego personality. See? You could think of other people and everyone has an impression of you. Maybe you have an impression of you. Well, what if it was only that you were loving? And about yourself, you just knew you loved yourself. You loved other people. How different of a world would we all live when it is coming? I am going to say to you, it is coming, so get prepared. Enough with judgment, criticism, resistance, feeling terrible. We're all going to move into joy and feel free. What will that world be like? We don't know yet, do we? But we'll find out. So does anyone have any specific questions for me and this energy that God's bringing today? A lot to contemplate, isn't it? Yeah. Does your soul have personality? Someone's asking me. No, they're two totally different things. And if you go to start thinking that, you're going to give that energy to the personality versus your soul is a part of your heart. Your personality comes from up and around the mind. Yes. So, two totally different energies and actions in the world. Do we need personality to survive? No, you do not. So here's Tanny. God is a fountain of unconditional love, sprouting from the center of this universe. I have been there in one of my out-of-body experiences, and I'm sure it was beautiful. I'm sure, I have no doubt, and that you felt his pure love and his forgiving. How beautiful. Thank you for sharing. You know, if you want to feel that, all you have to do is ask. Ask Father to pick you up and bring you down into your heart. That's the fullness of his love. We do ask that every time at the beginning, but I don't know that many of you realize that's what we're asking. To sit within your own heart in the purity of God's love, but nothing else. And maybe now there'll be clarity for you to have that. Let me see who else is here today. There's Annie and Barbie. A new comment. Let me go look. Mary Ann. I'm going to hold image of pink rain upon our world. Do me one favor. Do it for yourself first. See, thoughts are things. So first we must work here, and then we can go out and perceive here. Do you see? First, bring it inside your heart, and then you can bring it out into the world. And thank you for doing that. And it's a beautiful warmth. And that just helped my sinuses clear. How about that? And some people will have things like that automatically. They just happen in that touching of God's light. So, wow. Very powerful. Very powerful. Any questions? Namaste. Yeah. That works. Can you feel it? Namaste. Yeah. We are all in a powerful space when we sit in the quiet inside our hearts. And the more you recognize it, the more it's going to grow and become who you are. And you're going to see it in other people come to you. Remember, what you put out comes to here. So as you radiate, it will come and give a sweet kiss of light to you, and that's what's beautiful. Yes. Now, for myself, I'm a very loving person. I would hope you would agree. But I do have people who aren't towards me. But they must be people who need a lesson and are choosing to have it be through my love. It's very fascinating that what you put out comes back. Yeah, yeah. Anything else? If not, I will let you all go and enjoy your day of observing love, feeling love, and sending it out to the world. But if you're interested, go check that 555 portal. Um, I'm not feeling it means you're going to pick up and go somewhere else that you don't know where you are. That would not be my suggestion. More so, be willing to receive what you've been waiting for and let it be real. A lot of people hope for something but never expecting it to come. Well, this may have things really happen, which would be an amazing experience for so many people. Yeah. So, back of the throat is a huge piece in a lot of this. Also with the heart. No matter what anyone says, the chakras are the main awareness you need to have as you're growing, and have them open and working and changing the world. So I'm going to pull one more card from the Oracle, because now you've changed. You ready? I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Faithfulness. And look, it shows itself to you. Faithfulness. There, it lets it be alive. How about that? So, tomorrow our messages. We'll see where that goes. The last couple times it's been for an hour. We'll see. There's always time for everybody. Have a wonderful day, full of love and happiness, and be free. And contemplate on your own heart and how it feels having love awakened inside. Okay? Many blessings. Love to all of you. Thank you for coming. Tell your friends.